Good morning, everyone. We welcome all guests, dignitaries, participants, parents, and our guest, Mr. Tanmay Bose, to this most importantly special need performance on this bright Saturday morning for our virtual Global Fest Poornam 2020. Thank you so much for joining us today to witness a spectacular performance by all our children.
Poornam. Poornam means to complete us. Every year, people from all walks of life help us create events which make our children feel complete. In the past few years, our children have participated in ramp walks, done a four-act musical play, performed with a popular band, and danced and expressed themselves with great confidence. Last year, 30 of our young adults went for a dating experience to a five-star hotel. Over the years, Poonam has seen the lives of the governor, actors, dancers, school principals, designers, industrialists, and many other such eminent personalities.
We at Unmesh work with children and young adults with special needs. However challenged, each child or adult deserves an opportunity to be his or her best and carve a niche in the society. Unmesh came into being in 2009 because of the inspiration I got from my son Nikunj. Nikunj is beautiful. Looking at him, you would never know that he has got autism, limb girdle muscular dystrophy, epilepsy, and other several conditions. He is nonverbal, speaking only few monosyllables. I waited for 11 years for him to say mama. I was very excited to become a mother. Little did I know that my life would change drastically. I never imagined raising a special child would require so much strength, energy, persistence, patience, and definitely lack of sleep. We parents become therapists, special educators, caregivers, friends, companions, everything through our special ones. And this led me to gradually start an institute, not only for him, but for all other such children. Now, we run our institute Unmish as a school, a therapy, and a vocational unit for all children and adults with a vision of an inclusive society where we train them to live functionally in a dignified manner.
Every year, having out of the box events. This year, Poonam being virtual, we could include children from all across the globe and have volunteers helping them perform on this spectacular worldwide platform. Poonam 2020 comprises of four different events: Dhwani, Kalakriti, Compose, and Breaking Records, covering all children till the age of 25 years. We would have two events each day, and yes, we are gonna see performances, listen to our guests, and enjoy ourselves fully. So here comes Poorna. Let's begin the show.
We welcome our guest, Mr. Tanmay Bose, who is an Indian percussionist, musical producer, film actor, and composer. The ultimate milestone in Tanmay Bose's life was achieved when the greatest ambassador of Indian classical music, Pandit Ravi Shankar, invited him to play regularly with him around the world. We are thrilled to have you, Mr. Bose, today for one of our events. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Nitaji, I'm so happy and I'm very, very grateful for including me in your journey with Unmesh.
We begin our opening performance with our integration of a special child, Korak Biswas, National Child Award winner, as well as a volunteer, Ritisha Mitra, a student from Modern High School. They amalgamate into a dance performance to the tunes of Ganesh Vandana.
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
आया देखो आया बाप्पा मोरिया आया देखो आया बाप्पा मोरिया न नाचू मैं न जाए बाप्पा मोरिया तेरे ही बंदे है सबसे चंगे कर देंगे दंगे तू है तो डर है क्या दिल से कहेंगे जो है दिल ने कहा कि साडा दिल भी तू साडी जान भी तू साडी शान भी तू कि साडा दिल भी तू साडी जान भी तू साडी शान भी तू गणपति
What a superb performance to start our show. We begin our first event, Dhwani, which means voice. Through Dhwani, we aimed to draw out the inner musician, vocalist, and elocutor in our participants. We at Unmish believe that the therapeutic and expressive benefits offered by vocal and musical performances are unparalleled. Repeating songs, tunes, and rhymes trains a child's memory, and the multisensory experience develops sensation, perception, and cognitive abilities. Most importantly, performing for an audience or in front of a camera works wonders to boost the confidence and self-esteem of every child.
In the past 2 months, hundreds of our children have sent their entries. Our celebrity judge has helped us pick his top 10 performances. Mr. Bose, could you share your experiences with the entries that you received?
Anitaji, all I can say to begin that all the 20 musicians that I heard the recordings, they are all winners. You know, because of the constraints of time, I just, by the way, chose 10 of them. But all the 20 musicians that I heard, they're all fabulous and they're all winners. You know, you and me know that they are all winners. They are all milestone in their in the society. They all contributing so much with their talent. So I just want to say that this 10, because of the constraint of time, we had to decide on the 10 of them. But other 10, they're equally brilliant and good. Fabulous. I was, I have no words to say how much impressed I am.
And would you like to share something with regarding special children? And
of course,
yes,
of course. You see, I am not a learned person to talk about this, but very rightly, the discussion that we had a couple of days, I had been thinking about it. My journey with them started 7-8 years back, and I realized that the sound, Shruti and Laya, these are the two aspects, the sound and the rhythm can make a difference. I do not agree with the concept of a special child. So, I started my journey thinking that if I could experiment and see what difference I can make, not being a doctor, not being an expert. So what I did, I started making them recite the syllables of Mridangam, Pakhavat, and Tabla. And the results that I got are phenomenal because the way we twist our tongue, like it is this continuously twisting the tongue and the breathing that we do is in a way pranayam for a musician. And I got phenomenal results that all my kids, my children, they go to speech therapists, but by just reciting taka dimmi, taka jum, takite, tako, takite, how we break the lip and the tongue. So their speech started getting better. And I am so impressed by their hard work, by their devotion, how they constantly they are at it, and their sense of rhythm, and this whole process, what I understood, some of the boys, when they came first time to me, they were restless. They wanted to go home. They wouldn't sit for 5 minutes. But I made it a point when they would complain, I will just request, kid, now you should go home then. That 5 minutes expanded. And now they will sit without complaining, enjoying for 3 hours, 4 hours with me in the class. And they will participate. And, and the sense of lay, because I will make them give the tala when I'm teaching or I'm reciting. Perfect rhythm sense. They have this special quality like any other musician. And I am so proud and happy that I could make this little difference in my children's world. This is my only thing, take back home reward that I got from my 7-8 boys that I teach. And I feel that they are the greatest gift to me, because I could see what sur and lay can do. And I never talk about it. It is only because of you. You made me talk. I never ever talk about this because I want to do it silently because, I cannot teach hundreds, but I can definitely teach a handful of the boys and girls whom I can give my best, But you made me talk about this finally.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now we see.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. Now we get to see the top 10 performances chosen by Mr. Poor.
Sure.
आचल की तुझे मैं लेके चलूं एक ऐसे गगन की तले, जहाँ गम भी ना हो आंसू भी ना हो, बस प्यार ही प्यार पले। आचल की तुझे मैं लेके चलूं एक ऐसे गगन की तले, जहाँ गम भी ना हो आंसू भी ना हो, बस प्यार ही प्यार पले, एक ऐसे गगन की तले।
प्यार दीवाना होता है, मस्ताना होता है, हर खुशी से हर गम से बेगाना होता है। रहे कोई सौ पर्दों में डरे शर्म से, नजर अजी लाख चुराए कोई सनम से। रहे कोई सौ पर्दों में डरे शर्म से, नजर अजी लाख चुराए कोई सनम से। आ ही जाता है जिस पे दिल आना होता है, हर खुशी से हर गम से बेगाना होता है।
Thank you so much, Mr. Bose, for choosing our top 10. And we have a special performance here, a surprise one for one of our children at Unmish, Shreya.
दिल है छोटा सा छोटी सी आशा मस्ती भरे मन की भोली सी आशा चांद तारों को छूने की आशा आसमानों में उड़ने की आशा महक जाऊं मैं आज तो ऐसे फूल बगिया में महके है जैसे बादलों की मैं ओढ़ूं चुनरिया झूम जाऊं मैं बन के बावरिया अपनी चोटी में बांध लूं दुनिया दिल है छोटा सा छोटी सी आशा मस्ती भरे मन की भोली सी आशा थैंक यू
Thank you so much, Shreya. She's Shreya Das, who has cerebral palsy and has been coming to Unmesh since years and has grown up into a girl who speaks, sings so beautifully. You were just brilliant. And I'm literally having goosebumps seeing all our participants perform. They are born stars. And thank you, Mr. Bose. Definitely, every child is a winner.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure it must have been difficult. Could you have something to tell parents and others which you wish to share?
मैं बस यही कहना चाहता हूँ कि मैं आप सबको मैं नमन करता हूँ इस कारण से because I feel and I strongly believe that you are the real Durga. You are the real Shiva. Your contribution, your patience, your strength, unbelievable. The rest of us should learn from you. I had been seeing the parents with my boys and girls who comes to me. But since I have known you, the work that you have been doing, मैं आप सबको मैं नमन करता हूँ और ये चाहता हूँ कि rest of us should learn from you. आपका contribution, आपने जो कर दिखाया, many of us should know, should learn the idea of being, compassionate, to have patience, to have dedication, and not just for 1 day or 2 days, for months. ये आपने जो कर दिखाया, you should talk more. You guys are the real, people who are the stalwarts in our society. I believe in it because I have experienced it firsthand, seeing my boys and their parents. तो हमारे लिए आप सबको मैं नमन करता हूँ और हमारे लिए आप दुर्गा हो. You are my Durga, and आप सब हमारे शिवा दुर्गा हैं. So I look forward working with all of you once again. Given a chance, if you ever think that I can be a part of your journey, please feel free to let me know. Now that I know that what phenomenal work that you all are putting together, I'll really look forward to come with you on board with this journey. Namaskar and long live Unmesh. Long live all of you, and God be always be with you. Namaskar.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Mr. Bose. for making this entire event a huge, huge success.
Thank you.
And all your insightful words. And we wish you a great life ahead and looking forward to have you at Unmish very,
Anytime.
very soon. Very, very
Always.
soon, sir.
Always. Namaskar.
Here at Unmish, no event can be a huge success without the parents. We have a few parents with us today who would like to share their thoughts. Our first parent is Mrs. Rituparna Sharkar, mother of Coco.
Namaskar. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ritu Poorna and I'm mother of a 9-year-old boy. My son was diagnosed with autism around few years back when he was 3 years of age. What I strongly feel about Unmish or platforms such as Poornam is that they provide an opportunity to our kids to showcase their talents, which is otherwise very difficult. See, our children are equally gifted, if not more. They have emotions. They have all those feelings that we also go through. But at times, they are simply restricted as a diagnosis. But I strongly feel that our children are much more than just a diagnosis. So I congratulate from the bottom of my heart my friend Nita, and I'm proud to be a part of Unmish and Nita's journey. Poornam is one such platform which gives our children that extra push, that that little nudge, where they can gain the confidence and come forward on a stage and perform in front of people. So I'm glad I'm a part of Unmish. I wish all the very best to Nita, Poornam, Unmish, and this entire journey. The volunteers who have been working relentlessly over the last few days to make this event a grand success. All the very best. And I'm very glad that I'm a part of Unmish. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. We're glad to have you here.
Ritu, Parna,
Yes.
I would like to just add one thing. You are associated to so many organizations as well.
Yeah.
Anything you would like to tell all the platforms like you are?
Absolutely, Nita. Thank you for giving me this question. See, as I said, our children are gifted. We only look forward. When we look at our children, we simply look at the milestones, what they have achieved in terms of living, livelihood. But we never try to understand what is it that is in their heart. What makes Unmish little different from others is you are showcasing their talent. Like, for example, these children have exhibited their skills in playing tabla, piano. This is something which is overlooked in other organizations. We are simply looking into things like how can they be toilet trained? How can they put in the shirt of their button? How can they wear their shoes? But we fail to understand that this is equally important. If I have to nurture, if I have to nourish somebody, this is equally important. Like, for example, if I look into your and my lifestyle, do we only work? Do we not chill out? The way we understand chilling out is. So these children, they get very little opportunity. We have schools all over. We have places such as these all over where we only look at these aspects. But a fete or a fest is equally important for these children. And they just love, we all know how they made it. They have simply enjoyed the thing. That is what makes it most interesting. We must love what we are doing.
Thank
and it's
you
not
so
about,
much.
Eating and, using the spoon and all that.
Thank
This
you
is
so much,
equally
Rituparna.
Thank you.
Thank you. Actually, the thought came up like we generally land up celebrating Autism Awareness Day, Cerebral Palsy Day, Disability Day.
Right.
And this entire Poornam was one where we could have a festival like every school college has.
Absolutely.
So that is why this entire Poornam was, and being online, no one had to take an effort to come to us, practice. They could all do it from their homes. And we started with just Kolkata, and then other cities joined in. And then we had other countries joined in, and it became an international.
Hats off, Nita, to you, to your brainchild, to Unmish. So proud of you. So proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. Now we have Mr. Deepturup Kahali, Rudro Prito's father, who would like to say a few words.
I am Rudra's father. My name is Dipturup Kahali. It's a great privilege for me to speak about Poornam, initiation for the differently abled children. We all know that these differently abled children have a lot of talents. Unfortunately, this has not been showcased in the larger audience or larger group. And I feel Poornam is a great platform to achieve this. The volunteers who are working with Poornam are excellent. They continuously try to contact with the parents of the children to extract the best possible performance for those children. However, these initiations I heard from Ms. Nita Diwan, who is having an organization, Unmish, where my child has been trained for more than a year, and he is very fond of going to Unmish every time. Due to lockdown, there are some disturbances, but still, I feel continuous connections with Unmish and Ms. Diwan made my child very happy. And Poornam is an extended part of this Unmish, I think. In my opinion, this is an extended part of Unmish because the channel from where I get to know the Poornam, that is basically Unmish. And I am really grateful to Poornam and Unmish for giving my son to have a real chance to showcase his talent to a larger spectrum. And that's why I hope great success for this initiation, Poornam initiation, and thankful for all the initiatives taken by all the volunteers of Poornam and Unmish. Thank you very much.
सूरज की बात
And last but not least, we have Mrs. Preeti Choraria, Arav's mom, who would like to say a few words.
Namaste, everyone. I'm a mother of a child who is now 16-year-old, whose name is Arav, who had a physical disability, whose one side of body is weak. I have been associated with Umnesh from last 11 years. So I think we share a special bond because Arav was the first child who used to go for physiotherapy. We have a special bond, definitely, from both the sides. So, as a parent, we all want our kid, I mean, for all special or normal, every kind of kid, we want our kid to be confident and independent child, to grow up as an independent and confident child. So, when my son used to go for physiotherapy, even I was very worried. How will he walk? How will he talk? And this and that. So after going there and after meeting Mrs. Diwan, and I mean, I somehow my child, over the years, he grew into a bit, I would say, a smart, confident, and independent child who could go to school, who could start learning. And so I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy. I'm very grateful to Unmesh. And as what the whole concept of Poornam is, I mean, it's an excellent effort or given by all the volunteers and Mrs. Diwan. So I'm very thankful to Umnesh and to the Poornam. Kudos to all the volunteers and thank you for I'm thankful to be a part of Unmesh. Thank you.
Thank you, Preeti ji. It's really nice. Arav it was our first child to join Unmesh on the very first day. So he is really close to our heart. And we have therapies as well at Unmesh, apart from all these fests and these extracurricular activities. And we train our children to get mainstreamed. So this is what she was talking about. So the child could go to a regular school. If a child is educable, you can train the child. We have a child who have completed his board exams, have excelled in further and have graduated. So these are all part of, as much as we can, we train them. to be educable. If just in case they cannot give the NIOS, we train them further down with their vocational training. And we try to push the child just one wee bit further down so that they can achieve and gain the confidence to just do it instead of just labeling. Yeah, fine, as one of the parents said, diagnosis is not that we are looking at. It is more about, there's a lot of acceptance now gradually coming with parents, but as a whole we have awareness of special needs. We have a lot of campaigns about awareness. We have a lot of, as I said, different days to celebrate different things. But yes, for the society to accept them, to include them with their own performances, include them in their social functions, include them in their daily lifestyle. Like I would say that, like, suppose you go to a restaurant or go to an airport. So it's very difficult. The child is so restless, not standing. And we have a whole bunch of volunteers. We have a whole bunch of society saying that we want to do something for these children, but they do not know what to do. So whenever I enroll a volunteer, I ask this question. So what do you think you want to do? So the best thing would be is to just ask the mother instead of going and helping the child and feeling sorry and, oh, I'm so sorry, and feeling pity and, oh, yes, I can understand. Just go and do something. Ask the mother, what can I do? And you may see children all around now. And I would request all parents to take out your children as much as possible. Include them in everything that you have it. And just don't worry what happens after us.
Thank you, parents. You are an equal to Poornam as much as our children. And without you, Poornam would not have been complete.
Absolutely, because the parents are the one who took the entries, because our children cannot give the entries independently. So all the volunteers contacted the parents. So we, each one of them had different zones. We, as I said, we started with Kolkata, and then we have different teams. So we had a north team and a south team and a west zone team. So they were all divided into zones. Each of the volunteers had their own responsibility of how they could contact them. We had interpreters even in south. We couldn't understand their local language. So we identified who could speak Tamil, Telugu, Malayali, and we have even corners from Goa, Kochi, the children who registered. And hats off to all these parents who just, since it spanned for 2 months, we gave them a lot of time to register. And it was all festivities, Durga Puja come in Kolkata, everywhere it is festival, Dussehra and all. But parents, they just wanted to participate. And I'm so glad that we got this response. I thought I would start with, say, 20, 30, but I always wanted 1,000 entries. And then thank you to my volunteers, we could make it, we could put forward what we are doing. It was difficult for parents to understand what Poornam is. So there were videos made in English as well as in Hindi on YouTube to explain the 4 events that we are doing. So we are doing Dhwani and Kalakriti today. And tomorrow we are doing Compose and Breaking Records. So all these were recorded in English as well as in Hindi, being a national language. And we had videos to showcase how could you register to make it easier for parents. We had videos to showcase what is Poornam. So it becomes easier. Like, you talk to a volunteer and the parent do not get hang of it. We are doing with rural areas. We were doing, because internet is something in this all these months, people were going online. So they all knew how to use, thankfully, actually. Everyone knew how to use it, how to connect over phone on going FaceTime, talking to parents, going on on their WhatsApp video calling, they could record. So, and for parents who did not have 2 devices to record, as one volunteer watching, they were all live performances. We even gave the parents option how to record it otherwise. I'm so grateful to these parents, because without them, nothing would have happened. If the parents wouldn't have come forward, if the parents wouldn't have registered the children, the entire Poornam, like We all couldn't have done anything. Thank you so much. And now we go to our next event for the day, which is Kalakriti.
Different forms of art, craft, multimedia, and colors prove to be an engaging way of therapy for our children. Art therapy improves eye and hand coordination, promotes teamwork and cooperation, teaches color recognition, and helps a child translate verbal instructions into physical actions. At Unmish, we conduct regular workshops and classes to promote vocational learning. Kalakriti is the only non-competitive event of Poornam where children were taught origami and sock puppet decoration by our trained volunteers.
Art is not only an expression, but a visual stimulation. Art is form of creation, expression, and is very therapeutic to all of us. It enhances the sitting habits of a child, and which is very important, especially with autism, where we have a lot of hyperactive children, we have ADHD children, we have children, like if you do not make them sit, how can you make them learn? Even to give them academics, the child has to learn to sit. And art is a beautiful form of using it as a therapy. We conduct art workshops and we have school children coming up to our center, and we have these integrated workshops. So we all do paintings and we do drawings, and we just, we do hand, leg, everything. We just do it together. They all print, they do craft, and we have a video which would come up, and we do exhibitions of our paintings too. And during these past months, children who have registered for Kalakriti, they attended these workshops in groups and definitely had a great time because they could interact with children from all over the globe.
We have compiled the workshops conducted and the artworks made by our participants. The video coming up contains the different forms of art workshops carried out at Unmish and products made at its vocational unit.
सूरज की बाहों में अब है ये जिंदगी, किरणें हैं सांसों में, बातों में रोशनी। सूरज की बाहों में अब है ये जिंदगी, किरणें हैं सांसों में, बातों में रोशनी। जो ही बदली दिल की ताल है, आहा यूं ही आया एक ख्याल है, आहा पाते हमें जिंदगी एक बार, क्यों न करे खुल के हम इसका प्यार, जाने किसका है हमें इंतजार, कि जिंदगी यही है और यही जो थी कल तक बस आरज़ू, आहा वो ही पा गए हैं मैं और तू, आहा थामे हम हाथों में यूं ही हाथ, शहर दिल में घूमेंगे साथ साथ, सारे सारे दिन सारी सारी रात, बरस रही है एक खुशी हर कहीं। सूरज की बाहों में अब है ये जिंदगी, किरणें हैं सांसों में, बातों में रोशनी। सूरज की बाहों में अब है ये जिंदगी, किरणें हैं सांसों में, बातों में रोशनी। सपने जो बन सके, उसी जिंदगी को कहो जिंदगी, नए नए रास्ते जो चुन सके, उसी जिंदगी को कहो जिंदगी, पल पल में चलती हो झूम के चलती हो तो है जिंदगी। सूरज की बाहों में अब है ये जिंदगी, किरणें हैं सांसों में, बातों में रोशनी। सूरज की बाहों में अब है ये जिंदगी, गिरने हैं सांसों में, बातों में रोशनी, पाते हमें जिंदगी एक बार, क्यों न करे कोई कि हम इसको प्यार, जाने किसका है हमें इंतजार, कि जिंदगी यही है और यही सूरज की बाहों में अब है ये जिंदगी, गिरने हैं सांसों में, बातों में रोशनी, सूरज की बाहों में अब है ये जिंदगी, गिरने हैं सांसों में, बातों में रोशनी, सूरज की अब है ये गिरने हैं सांसों में, बातों में रोशनी, सूरज की अब है ये गिरने हैं सांसों में, बातों में रोशनी।
उड़े खुले आसमां में ख्वाबों के परिंदे, उड़े दिल के जहां में ख्वाबों के परिंदे, ओहो क्या पता जाएंगे कहाँ, खुली है जो पर कहेगी नजर, लगता है अब है जागे हम, फिक्रें जो थी पीछे रह गई, निकले उनसे आगे हम, हवा में बह रही है जिंदगी, ये हमसे कह रही है जिंदगी, ओहो अब तो जो भी हो सो हो। उड़े खुले आसमां में ख्वाबों के परिंदे, उड़े दिल के जहां में ख्वाबों के परिंदे, ओहो क्या पता जाएंगे कहाँ, किसी ने छुआ तू ही हुआ, फिरते हैं महके महके हम, हुई है गई बातें नहीं, जब है ऐसे बहके हम, हुआ है यूं कि दिल पिघल गए, बस एक पल में हम बदल गए, ओहो अब तो जो भी हो सो हो।
I'm sure you've seen what at Unmesh we could just create anything. You know, our children may be special, but they're not less than anyone. With correct training, most of our children can create products which are no less than what professionally have been made. Art is a therapy not only for special children, as I say, but for one and all. And I'm thankful to a lot of volunteers who come to help our children with all these art workshops. And all of you all who are watching and wishes to join us are most welcome.
हम तोड़ गए जब तुम झुकी, तब से तुम नजर में आ रुकी, हम तो हो गए ज़मां धीरे धीरे खालमा, अब तो होना है वही जो बन सी हम तो हो गए समा धीरे धीरे खालामा अब तो होना है वही जो बनाने जाना हम तो हो गए समा धीरे धीरे खालामा अब तो होना है वही जो बनाने जाना हम तो उड़ गए उड़ गए
Thank you, my enthusiastic volunteers. This entire video is actually what they had to say a word, which they felt for Poornam. And you all have worked tirelessly for the past 2 months to put up such a grand show. Many of you perhaps have worked for the first time with special children, but even though you all had your exams, classes, tuitions all lined up, but you adjusted your timings according to the parents to take their entries. You have worked probably better than any professional would have.
We had two great events today, Dhwani and Kalakriti. I'm sure it was a memorable experience, and we have much more yet to come tomorrow. We closed the day with a recitation by one of our students of Unmesh, Rudraprito Kahali, and also Roshni Tiwari.
আমাদের চৈতন্য জিতলে বাকে বাকে বৈশাখ মাকে তার হাঁটু জল থাকে পার হয়ে যায় গরু পার হয় গাড়ি দুই দার উঁচুটা ঢালুদার পারি ঠিক ঠিক করে বাড়ি পোতা নাই কাদা একদারে কাশবন ফুলে ফুলে সাজা কিচিমিচি করে সেটা শালিকের রিজার্ভ রাতে হতে থেকে শেয়ালের আপ আর পরে আর বোন তার বোন চলে গায়ের বাবুন পাড়া তারে চায়া চলে চিরে চিরে চলে মেয়ে নাই বার কালে গামছায় জল ভরি গায়ে তারা ঢালে সকালে বিকালে কবু নামা হলে পরে আজল চাকিয়ায় তারা ছোট মাছ ধরে বালি দিয়ে মাঝে টানা গতি গুলি মাঝে কচুরা কাপড় শিখে যায় প্রিয় কাজে আষাঢ়ে বাদল নামে নদী বড় বড় মাটিয়া চুটিয়া চলে বড় মহাবেগে কল 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 কলা অল ওঠে কলা জলে পাপ গলে করে করে ছোটে তৈরি করে বনে বনে পড়ে যায় সারা বড় সার উৎসবে টিকে পাড়া
Thank you so much, Roshni and Rudra. People from Bengal would connect to the poem Rudra said from Rabindranath Tagore. And thank you so much, all my audience, all the parents and people from all across the globe for joining us today. We have 2 more events tomorrow. And we have our guest, Mr. Sabyasachi Mukherjee, and actor Mr. Abir Chatterjee, who would be joining us tomorrow for our events. And it would be at 11 a.m. Do stay tuned for another unforgettable morning. Thank you so much.